Him and I have worked together so long. We're very similar in a lot of ways, but I have to give him credit. I think some of the other people around us might not see what value he really holds, but I'll get caught up in what we do every day, all day, trying to make sure things are working correctly, trying to better each location that we might have, maximize what we can do there. And he sees it a little different. He likes to push me in different directions because I'll get comfortable. Like we said, you got to get uncomfortable. I'll get comfortable doing what we do, trying to squeeze every little drop we can out of where we're at. And sometimes that's just a fruitless, endless journey. You'll just be stuck sitting there. And he's always kind of like, okay, what's next? What's next? I want to go do this. Let's do that. And I'll be like, slow the hell down. We're not ready. And then he'll go do it. And I'm like, all right, I'll go figure this out now too. That's just kind of how we've been. So like I get a lot of value from him on that level. As big as the world we do have that we're working in, it's still small. Getting outside of that and get different ideas of what we can grow into. So I think he's a good mentor for me. I know he has peer mentors probably through that group, but it's just good to have him around for me. And it helps, I think, everybody else in our organization as well, because they might not relate to him very well right now. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm be able to bridge that gap a little bit because I'm on both sides of it. But it helps me knowing what he wants to do and where his visions are, explain that and break it down the line back to them to see how it all kind of comes back together. It's pretty important.
Yeah, he makes it more relatable because he's still involved with the day-to-day operations, and I'm more on the macro perspective. But it's a good challenge. I mean, I can talk all day about EO, but one thing that mentors bring is experience, right? And it's a big difference when you got a professor that will teach you the theory and the academics of running a business and theorize on certain situations that could happen and case studies on what's happened in other companies. But when you get a room full of entrepreneurs that actually have gone through certain situations that you may be going through, whether you're going through a downsizing or you're scaling your business or tax issues, they've all done the same thing, right? And so I've always been a big proponent to get experiences from people that are living the same or going down the same road that I'm going down and sharing those experiences because it speaks volumes on that, right? And it keeps challenging me too because it doesn't keep me complacent where I'm always have a thirst to learn something. And you have to have that. You always have to have a thirst to learn something and always improve yourself. And that's why when Ed mentions that I'm always trying to try new things because the other motivating factor is fear.